two young sisters from Derbyshire have unearthed an Anglo-Saxon brooch dating back to the 6th century. 12-year-old Evie Hinton and Georgia, who's 10, made the discovery during an archaeological dig at a scout campsite.
And ITV News Central cameras were there last month when they found the brooch. But antiquity experts have only just confirmed that it's genuine, so now we can tell the full story. Our correspondent Peter Beirne reports.
The aim was to get young people interested in archaeology, and it certainly succeeded.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime discovery.
Yeah.
I'm very proud to be here.
Dozens of scouts from across the East Midlands had come to Willesley Scout campsite near Ashby-de-la-Zouch in Leicestershire, all keen to gain a new archaeology badge.
I'm sieving to see if there's any finds throughout the rocks or anything.
Found anything interesting yet?
Not really, only really stones just yet.
The location was always promising. The campsite sits on the remains of a Tudor manor house knocked down in the 1950s. And before long, the scouts had uncovered some of the foundations. But a group having a go at metal detecting were about to make the discovery of the weekend. Sisters Evie and Georgia Hinton from Repton in Derbyshire had hit upon something rather interesting.
It's very cool and we think there's something else over here, like a stone that might be attached to the house.
How exciting was it to find that?
It was very exciting. I was very happy. I think it's probably a brooch.
It's quite heavy, isn't it? So it's not rubbishy stuff.
So what are your thoughts initially?
I've seen early medieval ones the same as this, and I've seen replicas that could be, like you say, Victorian. I don't know, but if it's well made, it's quite heavy, and you can see it is polishing up quite nicely.
It's a very similar design to that of an Anglo-Saxon brooch, which got us very excited. We're not 100% sure of the material, and the latching on the back seems to be quite modern, so we're kind of thrown a little bit by maybe it's a replica of an Anglo-Saxon brooch, or maybe, just maybe, we found something quite special. We're not sure.
They had found something special. The brooch has now been examined by what's known as the Portable Antiquities Scheme. Based at the British Museum in London, it keeps a record of artefacts found by the public. They've confirmed it's a copper alloy, great square-headed brooch dating as far back as 520 AD. For those who've spent many a night under canvas at Willesley campsite, blissfully unaware of what lay below, it's been a revelation.
Really exciting. I've been up here as a cub in the late 70s, so to actually see this, and we always knew there was something here, something significant, and see what's under the ground, absolutely fantastic.
High fives all round!
I don't think it's Victorian.
A moment to treasure for these sisters. They've certainly earned their archaeology badge. Peter Beirne, ITV News, Leicestershire.
Well, I am delighted to say we can talk to Evie and Georgia, as well as Sandy from the Derbyshire Scouts archaeological team. They only found out the significance of the brooch yesterday. Now let's come to Evie and Georgia first, please. Now just tell us, how did you feel when you got that call and found out how old that brooch that you're holding there really is?
Really excited, and I didn't think surprised.
I felt really shocked because at first, when we were first digging it, everyone thought it was a tent peg, but I thought it felt a little bit too heavy to be a tent peg. And then when we got it out, it was amazing.
It's quite the find, Evie and Georgia. In fact, as Charlotte mentioned, you're holding it right now, aren't you? What I'm really interested in is what your friends have been saying. Are they all jealous of your find?
Yeah, they really are. My sister's friend, Chloe, her whole family's watching it.
Yeah, so our grandma's watching this, and my best friend who I was at a sleepover with last night, who I'm going again for tonight, her whole family's watching this with me, hopefully, and they're quite jealous. I don't know. But yeah.
I bet they are jealous. And I mean, tell me, this was all towards an archaeological badge, wasn't it? Girls, have you managed to get your badge now?
I already had my badge actually. I was just doing it because it's fun. And Georgia, she's done the work for her badge, but she's not quite got it yet. But she hasn't actually got the badge yet.
So I could possibly get it, but I don't have it.
Well, fingers crossed. Sandy, I want to bring in yourself now. How expected was this? Because to us, this is the most amazing surprise ever. So tell us, were you expecting anything like this to be found?
Not a thing. We thought all we'd be getting is tent pegs from the metal detecting, and from the dig we just thought we'd find the rubble of the old house. That was it. It exceeded all our expectations.
Oh, that's brilliant. Sandy, I mean, how popular do you think the archaeology badge is going to be now? Do you think this discovery will help others want to get involved?
I hope so. I mean, the badge has been going now for just over 3 years, and it's not specific, although it's called the Derbyshire Archaeology Badge, it's open to anybody within the UK, and we've actually awarded over 1,700 badges in the last 3 years. So hopefully we'll get a lot more interest.
And Evie and Georgia, I just wanted to ask you as well, what badge will you be aiming for next? And more importantly, will you go back there to dig for some more?
I definitely will go back to Willesley to dig for some more, because since I'm in the youth committee, I think they're planning on doing more digs in the future, hopefully, and I'm definitely going to try to get my archaeology badge.